Kirk's not a Hall of Fame coach yet, but he will be, right? And every coach that I've worked for has been a Hall of Fame coach. So when Hayden was there, we did things a certain way. Kirk had left, come back. A lot of what I saw Kirk go through my first couple of years with him, replacing a legend, is what I did and referenced a lot when I took over at Wisconsin. I was replacing Barry Alvarez, so I had already seen somebody do this, right? We went 1-10 in our first year, 3-9 our second year, and then we broke through into the bowl game my last year and played Texas Tech. Kirk has one unique tool that a lot of people don't realize. Like I always say, in this world, everybody can hear, but very few people listen. And Kirk has a unique ability to listen to everyone and take it and process it, and then he won't interrupt you. He'll let you talk, and then, he'll arrive at his decision that's going to be his decision and no one else's, but he really does a great job of listening to people around him. And then I think with that being said, he really doesn't care what other people think, right? He just goes with it. I remember I was coaching a kid by the name of Dallas Clark as a linebacker, and I couldn't get him to play linebacker, right? He could run. He was great on special teams. He was an awesome kid to be around. I'm like, Coach, I think you play tight end. He watched him work out like a week. He goes, yeah, we're moving him to tight end, right? And obviously ended up being a pretty good decision for everybody involved. But that was another one. We had another defensive lineman that he saw the way he looked, the way he bent, the way he moved. He literally moved an offensive line, and he became an NFL player, right? Like, he just takes the complexity of recruiting out of it and makes it very simple, which is what I learned from him and I still take to this day.
Longevity-wise, how impressive is it that he's been at the same place for 25 years?
Yeah, well, for those of you that know Kirk, he's not a guy that looks for anything beyond what's in front of him, right? Like, takes care of his family. He's got an incredible family, incredible wife, great kids, grandkids now. Back when I was there, I had a houseboat on the Coralville Reservoir, and our slip was like literally right down from Kirk's house, and I knew all I had to do was have some St. Pauli Girl beer in the fridge, because he loved St. Pauli Girl, because he would pop over there every once in a while, and it would just be he and I sitting there, and that was kind of our moment to kind of relax. I love him to death because he gave me an opportunity. I was a young coach. I'd never been anywhere else, and if he let me go, I may never have been able to stay in coaching, and he gave me an opportunity to stay on his staff, and it's been awesome to be back in the league with him. I do remember when I left Wisconsin, I called him. He had sent me a message or something, and I said, hey, we're talking, and he goes, I'm glad you left, which I thought was kind of funny because he and I had some good battles.
Yeah, it's unique for me because when I was in the Big Ten at Penn State, Nebraska wasn't. And so, we played Iowa. We had a chance. I thought we were going to go to the national championship in, I think it was 95 into 96 or 96. I can't remember the year. And Tim Dwight took a punt and returned back for a touchdown against us, and it kind of ruined the year for us. We ruined going to the national championship. We still went like 10-2, I think, but going to the national championship game. So the Iowa-Nebraska rivalry is kind of new to me, right? Like in terms of seeing it. Obviously, that game this year was huge, but I think having a regional rival, I think having a game that everyone can drive to, I think it's good. I think it's really good. A lot of respect for Coach Ferentz. He's done it his way, the right way, for a really long time. It's awesome. So, I'm excited about the schedule moving forward. I really don't care who we play in terms of in conference.